Well, hope you have understood what I told you, what I discussed with you in our last class. And now we are going to begin with the Quran, one of the most important revealed books for Muslims. The revelation of the Quran began in 610 AD and was over by the death of Prophet Muhammad in 632 AD. So the revelation of the Quran took place during the period of 610 and 632, 22 years. The word Quran is derived from the Arabic Qara, Q-A-R-A, Qara, which has the same meaning as the Hebrew Qara, K-A-R-A, to read, to recite. So Quran means reading or recital, which has the meaning of the Hebrew Qara, to read or recite. Quran is the verbal noun of Qara and thus denotes the act of reciting, presumably from memory. There are so many people, so many Muslims who have by hearted the whole Quran. They are called Hafiz. So if the word Hafiz is attached to the name of a Muslim, that means he has by hearted the whole Quran. A Quran is the verbal noun of Qara and thus denotes the act of reciting. The Quran is the word of God, Kalam Allah. Kalam Allah means word of God, K-A-L-A-M, Kalam Allah. Kalam Allah, word of God, and is His inspired word and revelation. So, the Quran is revealed to Prophet Muhammad. And the Muslims believe that the Quran is uncreated. The original is in heaven. What we have at our disposal is the copy of the Quran. So Quran is the word of God, Kalam Allah. The Quran is shorter than a New Testament. So this is the copy, paperback of the Quran. So it is shorter than the New Testament and divided into 114 surahs or chapters, of which 86 chapters were revealed in Mecca and 28 in Medina. I told you before, because of the persecution, Muhammad had to migrate from Mecca to Medina. So while he was in Mecca, 86 words or chapters were revealed, and after reaching Medina, 28 chapters were revealed. So the words which came to Muhammad when in a state of trance, ecstasy, are held sacred by the Muslims and are never confounded with those which he uttered when no physical change was apparent in him. So there is a kind of confusion regarding this. How do you know that whether what Prophet Muhammad says is the revelation or his own? The only way you could distinguish was when there is a trance on his face. Whatever he said at that time is the revelation. And when there is no trance, when he is normally speaking, whatever he says is own. That is where they differentiate between the revelation and other. So, by the Muslims are never confounded with those which he uttered when no physical change was apparent in him. That means a normal speaking. The former are the sacred book, Quran. When there is a trance, kind of when he is in ecstasy, whatever he says is the revelation, that is Quran. The latter, whatever he says, he has his own, that is Hadith. Hadith means Hadith, Hadith, sayings of the Prophet. Sayings of the Prophet. Or Sunnah. Sunnah means tradition. So, when he is in trance, whatever he says forms the Quran. When he is not in a trance, whatever he says forms hadith and sunnah, tradition. One who has committed the whole Quran to memory is a Hafiz, Hafiz, Hafiz. During the Caliphate of Usman, that is AD 644 to 656 AD, there were different copies of the Quran in use, because a lot of people were listening to Prophet Muhammad when he received the revelation. That is kind of a vocal tradition, committed to memory, or they might have written on some planks of wood or a stone or materials like that. And during the time of Usman, with the result that there were several versions. A lot of people who committed to memory and those who are written down, they were varying versions. So there was a little bit confusion. So that confusion was to be cleared. So then, during the time of Usman, he commissioned Sayyid, Z-A-Y-D, Sayyid ibn Thabit, T-H-A-B-T, Thabit, to collect the Quran. So many copies, versions of the Quran. So he was in charge. Sayyid ibn Thabit was in charge to collect the Quran, different copies. The whole Quran was carefully revised and compared with the copy which had been in Hafsa's keeping. Hafsa, H-A-F-S-A, Hafsa. Hafsa was the daughter of Caliph Umar, who was the Prophet's wife. So Prophet Muhammad married the daughter of his successor, Umar. And Umar's daughter was Hafsa. Hafsa was married to Prophet Muhammad, and Hafsa had a copy of the Quran with her. And then Usman made several copies of this authoritative text of the Quran and distributed them in the Islamic Empire. So, with the help of this group, they made a study, compared and contrasted, and then made a final version. And after fixing the final version, all other possible versions and copies of the Quran were destroyed. So what is in use today is the one which was fixed during the time of Usman, in his Islamic Empire. So the previously existing copies of the Quran were destroyed. Usman's addition to this day remains the authoritative word of God to Muslims. Now, if you ask, what is the source of the Quran? There is no doubt about it. It is God, Allah's word. Quran are the words of Allah, revelation of Allah. So that is the word of Allah, Kalam Allah. But when you make an independent objective study about the Quran, one will be able to discern certain elements that are very clear in the Quran. The first one is Judaism. There is a lot of things we see from the Torah or the Pentateuch or the first 5 books of the Bible, Old Testament, reflected in the Quran. So, Judaism has got a very significant influence in the formation of the Quran. Then Christianity. From the New Testament also, there are number of references, number of verses similar to that reflected in the Quran. Then another philosophy of the time also got influence in the Quran, that is Neoplatonism. Neoplatonism. Then Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is also reflected in the Quran. Then Gnosticism. So these are 5 ingredients that one can, I'm talking from the point of view of a systematic objective study of the Quran. Judaism, Christianity, Neoplatonism, Zoroastrianism and Gnosticism. And having said that, we come to the articles of faith in Islam. Articles of faith in Islam means the most important aspects every Muslim is supposed to believe. So, the belief in the oneness of God, that is Islamic monotheism. Belief in the oneness of God. And that is the first article of faith in Islam. The second one is the belief in all the prophets of God. A Muslim has to believe in all the prophets of God. When I say all the prophets of God, that means all the prophets of God revealed in all the religions in the world till this time, till Prophet Muhammad. All the prophets starting from Adam. For Muslims, Adam is a prophet. Starting from Adam, all the prophets revealed in all the religions in the world are also accepted by Muslims as prophets. So, believe in the prophets of God. Then, believe in all the revelations of God. So, for Muslims, there are the revealed books are supposed to be four. There are four revealed books. So, a Muslim has to believe in all the revelations or revealed books of God. The first one is Torah, Taurah, Torah, that is Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. That is, according to us, as we know, is revealed to Moses. So, all the books are received by certain people. So, this is revealed by Moses. Then Zabur, Z-A-B-U-R, Zabur, Psalms. Psalms revealed to David. Then the third book revealed by God is Injil, I-N-J-I-L, Injil, that is Gospels, revealed to Jesus. Then the Quran, Q-U-R-A-N, Quran, revealed to Muhammad. So these are the 4 revealed books. God revealed 4 books. And the last one, the final one is the Quran. The first one is Torah or Pentateuch, revealed to Moses. The second one is Zabur, Psalms, revealed to David. And the third one is Injil, Gospels, revealed to Jesus. And the final one is the Quran, revealed to Muhammad. All these 4 books together form revelation for Muslims. But in practical use, or practically, the Muslims don't depend on any of the first 3 books at all. According to Muslims, all those 3 books are not existing in the original form as it was revealed. The custodians or the recipients of that book have changed it, distorted it, adulterated it. So it is no more tenable, dependable. So Muslim will say all those 3 books have to be corrected, taking the Quran as the authentic copy. According to the Quran, all other things should be corrected. So that is a position held by Muslims, but it is not accepted or acceptable to other religions. Then the fourth one is the belief that there are angels created by God. There are angels created by God. There are so many angels all over the world. They are all custodians. They are taking care of the whole universe. So Muslims believe in the angels. Then the fifth one is the belief in the day of judgment and in the resurrection of the dead. So the Muslims also believe there is the day of resurrection and judgment and resurrection. Then the sixth belief, the belief in fate and divine decree. God has decreed certain things, and those things will happen according to the decree of God. Nobody has got any kind of influence or say in that. So these are the 6 articles of faith in Islam. So I repeat, first one is belief in the oneness of God. Second, believe in all the prophets of God. Third, believe in all the revealed books like Torah, Sabur, Injil, and Quran. Fourth, the belief that there are angels created by God. Fifth, the belief in the day of judgment and in the resurrection of the dead. Sixth, the belief in the fate and divine decree. Now we will have a next session after a break.